policy for Uber when you go to the airport. Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, my name is Chris and welcome to the Rideshare Guy. And that's right, Uber is updating its luggage policy for shared trips. So let's go over the shared trip policy update as well as some best practices when you're at the airport and how you can get better tips for rides that are going to and from the airport. So let's get right to it. And that is Uber is changing the luggage policy on shared trips at airports. So each rider can now bring up to one standard size checked bag and one carry-on when requesting share at an airport. If a rider's luggage exceeds this amount, then the driver or rider can cancel and neither will be charged a cancellation fee. So that's a little confusing there. We talked about this on Tuesday's Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself with the wording there. So if a passenger has too much luggage, then they won't be charged a cancellation fee, but neither will the driver. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. So Uber, you might want to clarify that. You might want to check your language first before sending that out, because that is quite confusing. The driver, if they drive to the airport and do a pickup, or even go to the person's house, and there is a problem with the pickup because they have too much luggage, the driver should absolutely be getting a cancellation fee because the rider is not meeting the requirements for shared trips. But yet the driver has to spend their time and gas or electric to go and pick up the passengers. So that's a little bit of a problem. But yes, that is the change. So now they're allowed one standard carry-on package as well as one check-on bag as well. So that is a little bit of difference when it comes to shared trips at airports. So if they do have more luggage than they're supposed to, you can cancel that particular passenger and move on to the next or finish the ride, whatever is going on when it comes to shared trips with the airport and how that is changing. So that is a little bit of a change. What do you think about that? Let us know in the comments below. With that being said, let's get into some best practices when doing any type of trip to and from the airport, because this is Uber and Lyft, and a lot of people do need rides to and from the airport. So you're going to be taking airport runs, whether it's a shared trip or it is just a regular Lyft ride or an Uber X ride, XL, Black, whatever it might be. Let's talk about some of the best practices that is going to set you up for better tips and better things going on when it comes to passengers getting in and out of your car without damaging it. So first off, the biggest thing is if you are picking up a passenger or dropping them off at the airport, depending on what it is, arrival, departure, doesn't matter, luggage, this is a big thing. Get out of your car, open up your trunk, put in the luggage for them. The reason why I recommend this 100% of the time is if a passenger is going to put their luggage in your car, they don't care whether or not they scratch the back of your car, the bumper, the car frame, the plastic around when it comes to the trim. They don't care about that. So they're just going to throw it in. And if there's other stuff in the trunk, it could break easily. So that is a problem. And then on top of that, if you're driving and they don't put it in properly, there could be problems at that point too. So the easiest thing is get out of the car, open up the trunk, and put the luggage in for them. Yeah, there could be some questions as to what happens if you break something or any of that crap. Well, if you have a dash camera that is recording internally, that can help pick it up. Also, if you have like a 4-channel dash camera or a 3-channel dash camera, which is going to put out a camera to the back, you can always angle it to the trunk or put it into the trunk, depending on what type of car you have. It's up to you on the placement of your 3rd-channel dash camera. If you want to put it for its trunk as you open, if you're doing a lot of airport runs, you could do that, or having it back out the window. It's going to be up to you. But I highly recommend doing that just to save your car, and because you're in the service industry. Uber and Lyft are a service. So by doing stuff like that, you are more likely to get tipped. And also when you are going to get tipped, that also means you could get a higher rating for those who actually care about your rating and all that stuff, that is definitely going to help you get higher ratings versus just popping the trunk, letting them get their bags to and from when it comes to picking them up and dropping them off. But yeah, those are a couple of things when it comes to the best practices at airport runs when you are doing that. It's up to you what you want to do. So let me know. Do you open the trunk and put in the customer's luggage and take it out or not? And why? Put it in the comments below. Let me know. All right, and if you want to know the worst way to drive Uber you might be actually doing right now, then check out this video right here, and I'm going to talk about the worst way you might be driving Uber and how you can stop so you can make a lot more money. All right, with that being said, drive smart, be safe, and we'll see you in the next one.